Because toddlers don't like to go to bed.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to No, toddlers don't like to sleep during calls.
Sorry. Yeah.
No, you're good. Welcome to the team call, guys. It's just our personally sponsored call, and it is May 11th already, 2017. So tonight I just am recording and really don't have to, but I wanted to show you guys and anybody that's not watching this call some of the things that I'm going to go over that'll help with like the next month planning and just like some new exciting stuff that's coming up. And I want to make sure everybody's kind of on the same page. If you guys have any questions, then we can talk about anything else. We can talk about Summit or our coach bet, which is awesome. You guys are killing it. And that's about it. All right. So first things first, I wanted to talk to you guys about one thing that I'm doing that is basically, I don't know if I'll ask for this first. Did any of you guys watch that training video that Amanda Huber, how do you say your name? Huber? Oh my God.
Huber?
I hope she doesn't watch this. She's going to be like, you know my name, you moron. I just can't think straight. But she posted a training on how to create a website via Google
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, it's really cool.
When?
Google what?
Google Sites. So you know how Google has they have Google Docs, they have Google Forms, they have Google Sheets, they have everything. So they have Google Sites. And there was an old version, but recently they updated into a new version. And what she does is freaking brilliant, of course, because you know her, she's like Miss Tech Savvy. And I adopted her idea, so I started it, but I haven't got a chance to finish it. One day when I'm super famous and I get an assistant, I'll just make her do all this crap that I don't have time to do. But I'm going to take you to what I started to make, and then hopefully I was trying to find hers and where she made it.
Oh, that's the one you showed me, Carly?
Yes.
At your house? Okay.
Yes. Natalie came to my house and she was staying with me. So we went over some of this stuff. So basically all you do, guys, is go to Google Sites, and it's HTTPS sites google.com. And this is the old version of Google Sites. So when you get there, you're going to want to go to new Google Sites. And this is actually under our team page. So if you'll see right here, you can kind of tell that this is our Push Play It Forward account. So you guys can access this with our password and stuff. If you need that, let me know. Otherwise, I believe it's posted in our group. I should probably just make it into a file. But the cool part is that you can create any type of little website. So even if you guys are getting your wheels turning and you want to do something for challengers, or you want to do something for even yourself, like new coach training, I'm going to show you our new coach training site. Ours is a little bit more extensive. I wish I knew about this because it would have made my life easier, but that's okay. So Amanda, you know how I created that one group and I made everything into albums, kind of basically start here and then accountability groups or whatever. I put everything in albums. I just made it into a freaking website. So you can just send people websites. And I can show you a little bit how to do it right now, but Amanda made literally a step-by-step training on how to create one. And I could not even believe how easy it was. Now, you need a good solid 30 minutes to put it together, maybe even 40, depending on if you catch on right away. But it will take you less than an hour to create something like this. Then instead of having to post everything, like a preseason, I think preseasons are great and they get people involved. But if you want everything in one place, we have it in one site. So when I said earlier that I wanted to get people started right and talking about challengers, I think this is one of those things that's gonna just make you look like a badass as a coach, because you have everything they need and it's almost like a foolproof system and they can do it on their own time. And if they do it, they do it, but they're not waiting on us, So I'll do a preview and I have to find Amanda. So basically this is what it would look like. It's not perfect because I tried to do the pictures a little bit different, but you can name it anything. You could steal the same thing I said, getting started right and to be the best you've ever been. And then basically you would hit start here, and I didn't put one in yet, but you could make a video of yourself just really quick. You guys can use mine until you make your own. I still have to make like my start here video, but it would just be like, hey, my name is Carly. I'm really excited that you're here with us. I won't make it subject to just me. I'll make it subject for the entire team so anybody can kind of pass along and use it, and even your coaches in our downline. And it'll just be kind of like, so glad you're here. Like, here's how you navigate through. And basically all these little things at the top are going to be your like headers, so you're going to talk about goal setting and measurements and photos and your accountability group, and then understanding the containers, so on and so forth. And it goes all the way down here. So you make a little video and you can input that right here. So it's just like a nice little YouTube page. Again, I'm sorry, I didn't finish it. So then you do like goal setting. Obviously, you see how like I need to move this font, but again, it's super easy. So the best part about this is Amanda even gives you the link for every single one of these pictures. So you don't have to go and like Google pictures. You don't have to create your own. They all look like this and you're like good to go. So it's freaking awesome. Yes.
Where did you say Amanda's video, how-to video is?
Like, where her video, like her training video?
Yeah, to show us how to set up that website.
I'm going to show you guys if I can find it. You know what? You know how I found it? I subscribed to her on YouTube. So I don't even know that she posted it. Now I'm thinking again. And I saw her one night and I was just like sitting there. This is back when I was still living in Georgia. And she was like, how to create a Google site. So let's look it up.
Because I know she has there's a Google Doc that has all those links and the pictures.
Yes.
I use that to create my Waking Up Wellness page, which Amy, you've seen it, to make all those albums. But I had never saw a video on how to make the Google page.
I'm going to ask her for it because she knows I watched it. She was like, what? You did already? And I was like, yeah, I started it. I'm trying to find it in my history, guys, because I will get it to you regardless.
Yeah.
Because I want you guys to have it, because I'm not going to recreate something that we already have. It's just pointless, and you'll be waiting till 2018. It's up to me. So, yeah, maybe it's not under this one. See, the issue with that is that's fine, but literally you can make it into your own. You can use the picture she has. If we go to our actual, like, my Google Drive site, I save them all for you guys too. So I have 3 different Google sites. Don't mind me, my Google Drives, because I'm crazy and I have like a bunch of different emails. But everything's kind of saved in here for you guys, and the links, Amanda has them all laid out. It's brilliant. It's like shared with me. I don't know. Right now I feel like unorganized because of course I'm looking for it and it's not popping up, but I think I made it into a folder. So I'll get that hammered out for you. Oh, here they are. It's basically the copy of everything, and it's sitting in so you have everything. Like, you don't need to create all this stuff. All you do is input it and then drop the links, and everything is related back to Beachbody. So it's not stuff we have to like create and like Google and look up. Like, everything's just put together for us, which is awesome. And that's one thing that I needed to do more a long time ago with my business, is just take advantage of what's in the back office and what's in our freaking blogs and what's on our websites, because everything is created for us, guys. We just have to put it in a package for people and hand it to them on a silver platter, because then they're going to be successful. All right, so that was the first thing. The next thing I wanted to make sure I talk about is this month's sneak peek. Does anyone have any questions on that? But I just wanted to make sure I had a conversation with you guys about it, about Amanda's thing, and then I'll get you that info. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk to you guys about is a glimpse into coaching. Now, the only one this has been at a standstill, so you have to forgive me. That my life has been crazy. I swear every day I'm like wanting to get this done and it's just not happening. Okay. I'm sure you all know how that feels, so.
Yeah, he does.
Just wanting to be ahead and you're like behind. So this, I tagged you guys in a while back. It's still sitting here. I have made the intro video for here, and then all I really have to do is plug in everything into our specific training. So I would say by the last week of this month, we could go ahead and start adding people. But what I did want to make sure, Jackie, you're the only one I haven't added in here yet. But remember that time I was like, what is your position name? I was making you like a little, meet the team. So if you don't have a video in here yourself, like Lindsay, I'm not sure if you do. I think Sarah might have wanted to, but I'll reach out to everybody again and just make sure if you have a video where you just want to make it 1 or 2 minutes. I mean, even with the baby in your arms, and just explain your story about why you're coaching. And you don't have to do it, only if you are adding people to become coaches. So what we'll have them do is a self-guided sneak peek where they're like going in here, looking at which questions they want to ask. And I think we've looked at this before, almost everyone on this call. And then they would basically just watch the video. And then we have like a block for Q&A so they can ask any questions they want. And that's about it. So I just think it's about getting it off the ground and just, using it. Because I know a couple of you guys really want to get coaches up and started, and you want to get them into like something where they can explore, right?
Is this for people that are considering coaching?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not for our new coaches that have already signed up.
Exactly. So it's for any prospects. So people that you've talked to and they're like, if you have like a business webinar you want to send them, or you want to send them mine, or you want to send them Lindsay's, that might seal the deal for you, or they might still have questions. So this is a really good place for them to come and ask questions. And if you feel like you're not answering them best, stick them in here, have them ask the questions, and then they'll get like a bunch of different responses. My only thing with this group is I just want to make sure you guys know that I'll be monitoring it. But if you ever see anybody asking like a coach question, I encourage you to answer it too. Like I might tag one of you guys and be like, hey, what's your perspective? Like if somebody says, what kind of time do you put in? And like you get like the whole brilliance. I work 60-hour weeks. There's no way I can do this. I have 3 kids. I have this, I have that, and you might have just a different perspective than I would. Does that make sense?
Would this be for someone like I have a hi first of all, sorry. Sorry. I jumped on, sorry. Hi everyone. No, would this be like I have a new like discount coach. This is the first discount coach I have, and she's kind of like, oh, maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll actually work it. I'm not really sure. Mm-hmm. But right now she just wants it for the discount. So would I add her into something like this if she's not sure if she's going to work it or not?
I would totally ask her. Like, I wouldn't just stick her in here because it's a sneak peek. So I would only put people in there if they wanted to learn more about what a coach does. So it sounds like she doesn't know if she wants to work the business yet. If that's the case, she's interested, but she just has some some questions, or she's feeling sketchy about it, this is a place for her. And
okay, because sorry, my child is jumping on top of me. So like, well, because I added her to the, I talked to her about adding her to our, to push play it forward, and she said, oh yeah, she said, I'd love to look at the team. She said this way I can kind of get an idea of what it is. So if I do decide to work the business. So that's why I wasn't sure. I thought maybe things might be explained a little bit more in this if she wants to do it.
Sarah, you're probably the only one that didn't see me explain this one. So what this is it's going to be, how we used to have sneak peeks like once a month?
Yeah.
It would be like one group. Hold on 1 second. My dog is driving me nuts. Tyson, stop. No. Sorry, he's eating things. Buddy, no. Oh, sorry. Okay, so instead of having, our uplines have those sneak peeks that still happen once a month, whether it be a one-night thing or they do like a couple days. It's usually like live now. Lindsay does it. Lindsay Gray. this is just going to be existing all of the time. So we're never going to close this. It's never going to reopen. It's never going to go away. It's always going to be here. So if you ever need somebody that wants to just come in here and look, basically how it's set up, Sarah, is you go to photos, and if you go to albums, there's a bunch of different places where they can ask questions. So like, what kind of resources and support and guidance would I get as a coach? How much time do I have to devote? What does a coach actually do? Would I even make a good coach? So when they click on this actual picture, there's going to be a link that pops up and they can watch a video that helps answer that question. And then the last one I'll add, I probably will add 2 more because I think Amanda just added a couple more to hers. It's just going to be like a Q&A box where they can ask any single question in there, and then that would be our job. So if you had somebody that you dropped in there, you're going to, check with them. You can tag them in this group and just say, hey, do you have any questions or whatever? And whatever they ask, we can go ahead and respond as a team. So the only other thing I don't know if you heard yet is we actually have a meet the team section. So if you have a success video of yourself where you just want to say why you love being a coach, or it can be a physical success or whatever. But basically we would put you right here, and then we would put a link into your YouTube video, and then your short story would be shared. So if they wanted to come in here and learn about Natalie, oh, she's a full-time project manager. Jenny, oh, she's a teacher. Okay. So they're going to see this stuff. They're going to see a stay-at-home mom. They're going to see Amy and be like, oh, I relate to her. And Jackie's she's in the medical field. So they'll see somebody like her. Does that make sense? So they can go and look at other people's stories in their lives, and we'll encourage that. So the only thing that's missing here right now is a couple more of those boxes. And then I'll have an intro video here of myself just explaining to people how they navigate the group, welcoming them, saying, so on and so forth. I just have to input that here. So it'll be like a start here self-guided program for them.
Oh, that's pretty awesome.
It's just easier for us.
Well, it seems more simple for them too.
Yeah. Versus having to scroll through and find an old post and they're not available on the time that we want them to and stuff. Yeah, this idea actually came from Amanda, so we adopted it from her.
Yeah, that's cool.
Thanks, Carly.
Sure. Okay, so I'm going to tag Sarah here. It gives you more details because I did it a long time ago. It was back in March.
I think I remember you asking about the videos.
Yeah.
So I'll redo one.
Okay, cool. And then whoever else wants to, I'll kind of send a reminder out there. And encourage your coaches to do it too. Like, Sarah, if you want to drop Jamie a line, or, Lindsay, if you have anybody like Devin or anybody on your team that wants to drop a video, we can, and that's a cool thing. We can keep adding, meet the team. So then whoever comes in our downline, they're good to go. Or you can make one of these for yourself when your team starts to get bigger, and you just take all my crap and make it your own. And then you make the welcome video. So it's cool because it's still duplicable. It's not going to be something that's really hard for you to recreate, which is awesome.
And that scene with everybody's picture, is each of those pictures a video, or is that just literally their picture? Where would you upload?
Yeah, so it's a video. So basically when you click on Natalie, it's going to say, check out Natalie's story here. And then
cool.
And then Natalie's video pops up right there.
Oh, okay. This is what you're talking about. You're not recording your live.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm gonna make a new video.
Yes. She's my guinea pig today. So it's perfect.
Okay. Do you want us to just send you our video?
Yeah, you can just send me your link to your video, or if you want, you can post it in our team page again, our team YouTube page again, wherever you want to put it. And it doesn't have to be long. If you want it to be long, that's fine. But if you want it to just be quick because you're mommy, it's good too.
Sounds good.
Yeah. All right. Any more questions about this? And then guys, as soon as I open it, maybe we should have a target date for this. That would probably be smart. For when we release this, essentially I just want to make sure we have everything we need, because we might get a couple questions from people where we're missing a box. You know, maybe it's something about like, I can't think of something. I'm like brain dead today. I've been up since 4:45. But if you think of something else we could add to this, we can have somebody on the team make a video. Even if you guys feel like there's something in here that you feel like you could explain better, by all means, I'm always open to new suggestions, new ideas. What you guys make this team go. And I just want you make sure you know that you have the input whenever you want. And just say, hey, Carly, I want to add this to this group. Can I do that? And I'm like, hell yeah. That's what I'm going to say. So, sorry. Earmuffs, kids. Okay, cool. All righty. Any questions on that? No? All right. So we did the website. What else did I say I was going over? See how I like this? Oh, all right. So the last thing I want to show you guys is our team site. Okay. So it's not completely done yet, but hi. Everybody say hi to my husband. He's over here. He's like, say hi. Hi. Okay.
Show.
Hey, that's Natalie. I know. He said. All right, guys, this is it. So it's going to look a little bit bigger, but essentially it's a very pretty site that what we're going to do whenever we sign up a new person. So like whoever we want, is as we get further down the line, I don't know if people feel comfortable. I'm sure they probably will because they won't have to do anything, but it's all about you guys. So what I want to show you is just the outline. So if somebody joins our team, we get them their welcome email. We say, hey, you know, you have a little one-on-one call with them and you tell them, you know, hey, here's your goals and stuff. There's also going to be a video of me that's explaining some of that stuff. Hold on, I'm going to put you guys on mute. I don't know.
Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Can you guys hear me though?
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. So essentially, after all of that, we're going to send them here. And the first thing they're going to do is they're just going to get a welcome. It's going to say, welcome to the team where our mission is to strive to push play every day and pay it forward to others. If you have a team like you're a mother hustler, you can adopt all this crap from me and make your own little saying. But basically, it's just going to say, like, welcome to the team. This is your training website to help you get started as a successful coach. There's so much potential in this business. I'm going to put, we can't wait to share it with you. The first step is taking your GEM test. So most of you have probably taken the GEM test. If you've not done that, I definitely encourage you to do it because we all took a color test at one point, but a GEM test really determines what your personality type looks like. And one thing that I learned, and I've probably said this a couple times, but I just want to make sure you guys know that I did a ton of research on what top coaches do just because I'm a psycho. Like I'm that person that like used to stalk people on social media. And I did that. But I think we all do in a curious way just because I'm trying to understand what makes people successful. And I think what I noticed is like everybody trains differently. So like Natalie and I are friends, but like our like ways of thinking are completely freaking different. Like the way she learns is like probably a 180 from the way I learn. So what I started to realize from what Lindsay was saying is I'm like, maybe there's a training because you do that a lot in the corporate world, how you like interact with people's personality styles based off their learning styles or how they are. So essentially we're going to have people do the first thing they do is take a GEM test. And honestly, I'm almost to the point where I probably, if I started a new coach like tomorrow, I would have them send them a welcome email and tell them to come here first and take the GEM test just so I can know on our one-on-one call like what they are. So they'll take their GEM test and when they get there, so basically they can click here or they can go to our website and it's going to take them directly to it and it'll say getting started right. And this is the first thing that we're going to direct them to do. So this will pop up. This pretty little page right here. And the first thing you'll see is let's get you connected. So this is going to take us directly to our push play it forward page. So we can include this in the welcome email, or people just, will probably figure it out on their own. I can even write some directions on there. You guys can definitely give me feedback once I roll this out completely. My goal is to finish it by the end of this week. But this is going to take them to the Push Play It Forward page. This is going to take them to our Google Docs page, which is our team Google Docs. So I have a little bit of organizing to do, which is totally fine. If you guys want to go in there and add stuff, we can. And then our team YouTube page. So everything is kind of all in one place, if you catch my drift. Now, after you've taken the GEM test, they're going to know what they are, right? So if they've taken it and they're a Sapphire, they're going to go ahead and click, I am a Sapphire. So you click this. Oh, the link's not working. Okay, I have to fix that one. But they can just go to Sapphire, and then this page is going to pop up, and it's basically going to explain to them what they are. So Sapphires are motivated by fun. Can you guess that that's me? A little bit. I'm partially Sapphire. But if you're a Sapphire, after answering a few questions, your curiosity gets the best of you, and you begin to count the pages to see how long the test was. You may have experienced some slight perspiration as you saw the length of the test and found it intimidating or hard to focus. Due to your creative nature, there's a good chance you skipped around instead of answering the question in the order it was presented. So kind of you read it, and for me, that was one of the things where I'm yeah, I'm totally like that. And then I haven't inputted the video yet, but I made a specific training for each one of the freaking for the personality types. And they're not long. They basically just explain to them where they're supposed to go next. And then based off of all the stuff that you guys helped me with, whatever you've given me, and we can continue to build on this, guys. I want it to be our website. But one of the things that I learned, I think from I didn't learn it, but there is there's 3 phases to success that's in the Beachbody back office. And how many of you were in Lindsay's launch group for April? Did you guys do her new coach training? It was the one that basically had you check in I know Amy's in there. I know that Natalie's in there. But basically she took all of the trainings from the back office in Beachbody, and she put them into 3 phases. So the first one is launch your business. The second one is perfecting the vitals. And the third one is actually trying to hit Emerald. So on this next one, I'm including all of that. So this is new, but then we also have resources on training. So the resources are actually all the stuff that our team made. So the resources are going to be our printable documents must-haves, which is all the stuff that we have written on our page together. So we did a brainstorm a long time ago. I know that some people on this call either weren't in that brainstorm. And again, we can perfect this. I want you guys to know that I want your feedback on it. But for example, I put Laura's in, and she did a bunch of trainings on establishing your why. So when the team wants to learn about how to establish your why, and maybe they missed it in their phases, that just to get their business launched, they can go and watch Laura's 3 videos on her why. And then the next one would be Lindsay. She made navigating the back office for us. So you'd get pulled up right into Lindsay's videos, and they'll have all of this stuff ready for them. So my point of doing this, guys, was really to have everything in the same place and know that you guys are all going to be a part of this website. The last part is about, and it's going to be meet the team. And I stole the pictures from our sneak peek. So it'll almost be a familiar thing to people if they go to our sneak peek, they're going to get that familiarized feeling oh, I recognize some of these faces, or somebody answered my questions. And we can make this look different. If we want to do professional headshots and you guys want to put a different picture in there, when we go to Coach Summit, we're going to take some awesome pictures. When we go to Super Saturday, we can make this look fun. We don't have a ton right now. I think I have pictures of me, Jackie, and Carrie, and whatever. We just don't see each other that often. So I want you guys to know that this will be an attractive place where people can go and make it look like hey, like, okay, this is really about Beachbody, and we can add freaking palm trees and videos and stuff. But that's how my brain works as far as like attracting people to the business. So I know that for some people, this is maybe not how they would want their website to look. So again, I'm open to feedback as far as like what it would look like. But does this make sense to everybody? So basically they're going to take their GEM test. They're going to figure out who they are, what they are, figure out how they start training. And then all of their phases to success, like all of their training is going to be right here. And then they have extra resources on top of that. Anything that they can print out is going to be basically inputted right here. And then, you know, meeting the team is just kind of like an added bonus. So what do you guys think?
Ooh. So professional.
Oh my.
I need
no,
to do that
really,
test.
it's so impressive. I'm really impressed.
Oh my God, thank you. I like feel like I've just want it freaking done. So I appreciate you guys saying that. If I didn't move across the country, I know it would be, but it's gonna be awesome, you guys. And like I created a website for my wedding, and this is called Wix. So it's a free website. It's really detailed and it's annoying. So when you guys go to make your own, I'm probably not going to recommend you do this, but I can take you through how to do it. No problem. If you did, like, if you really wanted that, like, I probably have to sit down with you and talk you through it or make like a really extensive training video, but it is easy to use, to be honest. Cause I use this from like, just to show you really quick how to use Wix. Everything's kind of laid out for you. Like the home page is right here. So you can create any type of like, if I wanted to add a new little like subtitle right here or something, I can just add, actually, here it is. Sorry, you guys are blocking my vision. Like if I wanted to add a page that made another one up here, wait, let's see, add a page. I could do like a page for Jackie Dugan because she's that awesome. Or I could be like Mother Hustlers because that's the name of her team. And you hit done and then it pops up right there. Like it's so cool how easy this thing is to use. Now I really like Google Sites, but Google Sites is like, you know, it's one way. You can't make it look a bunch of different ways. This, I like that you can like pick a background for yourself. You can pick a style and then you can change it up however you want. So this was just my way of doing things. Like Lindsay Gray would never even think of creating a website because that's her style. She's just like, nope, that's too much work for me. I'm not going to do it, whatever. And that's okay because her business is very successful. So however you guys, I don't want you guys seeing this and feeling like, oh my God, I have so much to learn. I don't know if I can do this. Don't feel like that. You already have it done. But if you ever need help in the future and you really want to like excel your business forward and want to do something like this, you know, I'm always open to helping you guys. But in the meantime, use this shit like it's your own. That's my advice. Because I already spent the time on it and that's where I'm at. Any questions? I'm just talking your ears off.
Yeah. My brother's in digital design and he's going to help me make a blog just for myself and maybe including Jake, we'll see. To start out, could I put a link to this off of my page?
Yeah, totally. Because if I do this, so if I save everything I just did, you can save it and then you can publish it. So then it's published. So this would be the link. We actually,
you don't mind if we do that?
No, absolutely not. Now, this is not a private page. So I wouldn't go and like post it on Facebook and be like, oh, this is my new training page. But I would, you know, I don't really care if other people see it. I mean, I don't know how you guys feel. I could probably make it private to some extent if we really wanted to. Because if you don't want your stuff out there, I totally understand and respect your privacy. But I just want to make sure you guys know that it's probably not something people are going to find very easily. They're not going to be like, push play it forward training site, you know, and they're never going to find it. Mm-hmm. So if we keep it internally with our team, I don't see there being an issue, but I probably will share it with like people in our network, you know, and if they want to copy me, great. I took a lot of my ideas from the Lux Republic, which is Raina Odell. And I literally took a lot of her ideas, like how she set up her GEM training. And that's where like my inspiration came from, as far as like getting people's personality types, because it just really made a lot of sense to me, because everybody does learn so different. Like that was very fascinating. But if you want anything, or you feel like when I roll it out that we're missing stuff, if you want to add something to it, like under this resource page, like Lindsay did freaking phenomenal trainings that are all going to be in our YouTube page for like just navigating the back office. She did like an advanced one. And then like Jamie did helpful apps and websites and something on building relationships. Colleen did psychology education. And like, so we have all these things where it's like, it's not just about Carly. It's not about me. Like when I do this it's going to be about our entire team. I'm not going to make it like Carly or Ben. And then you'll also notice that my picture just popped up there. But at the bottom, maybe not this page. Another thing I did was I added like the coach relations stuff, because I want you guys to get used to telling your teams when you sign up new coaches that they can go through coach relations. You know, I never did that. I was a idiot. I asked a million questions, then I Googled everything. But there's really a lot of resources behind calling coach relations, emailing them, figuring out stuff on their own, because they're going to learn differently. So I think just having it here reminds people that they don't have to ask you everything. I don't know. I just thought that was an interesting like touch that I saw on some other websites. So I can't think of anything else, but this is the gist of it. Again, I'm hoping to get it done by the end of next week, and then you guys can just give me feedback. And but any thoughts or anything you think that we might need to add off the top of your head? No? Okay.
I have a thought, but I don't know if anyone agrees. So like you do a lot of communicating with our phones, right? On like Facebook Messenger.
Yeah.
And lots of times I'm like, wanting to send screenshots or like have a little meme that explains something simple, really small, like, small thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like thinking to myself, I need to like create an album on my phone with a bunch of these go-to pictures, but I tend to like have to go onto a website or go on my computer, find it, screenshot it, then email it to myself. So like videos are good and like documents are good, but I don't know if we have some like good screenshot type things that we could put here that people could save to their phones. I don't know if that makes any sense.
That's a good idea.
Like I have some go-to things, but then like, because I've made them over time, but some of like the things like how to explain Beachbody on Demand, like the free trial, or how to just like even sign up.
Lindsay, didn't you just make something that reminded me of like something we talked about on our last call when we were doing the power hour?
Yeah, I put in the files section. I have one in my Google Drive, but I don't know how to share a Google Drive document. So I just put like a Word document, social media posting ideas. I put together a list because at the beginning of the month when I sit down and do like my social media posting calendar, I'm always kind of at a loss of what to do or what to write. And so I listened to a podcast by one of like the top 15 coaches, and they talked about the 3 basic things to like focus on when you're posting, like the 3 main categories. Mm-hmm. And then I wrote a list of a whole bunch of ideas that like fit into those categories. So just especially for like, I made it especially for like 2 of my new coaches that they don't post much. And I think that they just need like a boost of ideas on what are some like good things to post about. But I put it up there for anybody to add to. Or take from, use what you want, but it's been helpful for me once a month to sit down and be like, okay, I need to make sure I have like an open-ended question post. I need to make sure I have my recognition post. I want engaging question posts and things like that.
Yes, that's awesome. And you know what, Nat, we can totally do that. Like we can start a document and almost just like input it. Another thing I just thought of right now is adding like our monthly calendar on here, because I have no problem just posting it every month here. So people all access it. And it's not to say that we stop using Facebook because of this, but like Lindsay just reminded me when she said that, Natalie making the calendar so we can put that in there. We can do like one of these tabs maybe on like social media, and we can input that document you made, Lindsay. So all this stuff is like, this is kind of like our baseline outline, whatever a new coach needs.
Yeah.
And then we can add to it and not
It's
make it
almost
overwhelming.
like Facebook is like our communication, like real-time questions and response, but this is like our home base or final landing of information.
This is where like all of our essential is not a word.
Like, today Amanda answered one of my questions about the Shakeology, and she kind of made almost like a final statement, like, this is how much it costs, this and this. And like, okay, well, that's information that then could land on this page somehow, because it's a clarifying. I don't know. I'm excited. I think this is great.
Yeah, me too.
It's not just for new people. This is for everybody every day.
Because you guys are going to learn so much stuff. I finally watched like all the videos everybody made, and they were freaking awesome. I watched them last month, but like I know Jackie too. Jackie had a baby, so she probably didn't even get to make her videos, and she'll add one. And like Natalie, you can make whatever. Sarah, if you think of something, Amy, when we started brainstorming about this, you guys were very new. So we didn't want to like throw it in your lap and be like, hey, can you help us with new coach training? But now you guys are in a different place. And like Sarah, you were just starting your business again. So it's not like this idea has just been coming into fruition for a really long time. And it's cool because now everybody's in a place where they have their feet in the dirt. They know how to do the basics. So the more ideas we have and the more people we have, I think it's going to help us, especially you guys coming from like a really new place. Because
it's amazing.
I forget a lot of stuff. Trust me. I'm a mom, but it just like how it was in the beginning. But the cool part is in the video that I made, guys, I go over basically welcoming people. I go over kind of like the social media aspect and like how your business is run on Facebook. It's not very aggressive or anything. It's just more like, hey, you have a free tool. Businesses and franchises pay thousands and thousands of dollars to essentially put up a storefront.
Yeah.
And then,
you should make people crush it for that video.
And the crazy part is that we have in our hands, social media is free, and that's our storefront. So it's so crazy when people think like, oh, it's so expensive to start. It's like, no, dude. It's not expensive to start a business that you can make 6 figures in. You literally have everything at the tip of your hands for free, including a bunch of awesome people to work with and this free website and whatever. So I don't say it like that. But in the gist of it, I explain a lot of those things. I explain where coaches come from. I explain that this is a lot like your fitness journey. So people that are already on a fitness journey will be able to correlate a lot. Like meal prep is like doing your vital behaviors and checking in and stuff and making sure, so talk about a lot of like very top line things. So when you guys watch that, you'll see it, and then we can just kind of add on there. So hopefully by the end of this month, everybody can kind of like go through, and then, we can start adding
development books.
Yeah, we can add something for that for sure.
Category. I know Amanda. Yeah, she already has a document that's on the Facebook page that has a list of stuff organized by like category. But as you were talking, I was thinking like, oh, what you're saying, that was like all in Crush It, or like your daily vitals, like the consistency. That's what's his name? Darren's book.
Darren Hardy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that dude.
Compound effect. It's like almost like with each of these topics, there's all these books that can help support you,
right,
to be successful in each of those critical behaviors.
I'll just put personal development recommendations.
Yeah.
Because it could be like webinars and stuff too.
Yep, for sure.
So I don't want to make this like a super long, I don't even know where I'm going to put that, but essentially it'll go.
The resource.
Yeah. But it's going to be good, you guys. I want you to feel like it's somewhere where people are, you're not just like I felt so responsible in the beginning. I mean, Jackie probably felt like that too, especially because I trained her. And I know, just saying Jackie a lot because she's been around the longest. Even Sarah. No, Sarah was too. And like, you guys probably felt so overwhelmed. And, it's like, if you can just put somebody in a place and you're busy and that that they have everything they need in one place, it's a lot easier. And then they're going to come to you with questions, of course. But it's, it doesn't get lost in Facebook and their phones aren't dying because they're on Messenger all day. So it's not as scary. It makes us look kind of legit. So we'll have to take some really good pictures. And like,
not kinda. I think it makes like, whoa.
Like, this is actually a job.
It's not just a hobby.
So talking about pictures, Carly, I saw that for the Chicago Super Saturday. She posted something about headshots. Is that what you're talking about? Like, it's $50 more.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't see it.
It's like the first certain amount of people get headshots. Like, I think.
Oh, cool. You know what? They do photo shoots there. I
guess I could just do my own.
I mean, I had a family photo shoot, and I just like had a lady take pictures of me. I remember it, and like they always turn out really stupid. So I'm like, oh god,
come on, all your pictures are awesome.
There's a lot you guys don't see, but you know how you yourself. I mean, I'm a coach that helps people with their confidence, but I mean, I still am like, yeah, that picture. It's just not a people, they're people. It'll be fine. In 20 years, I'll be like, damn, I look good, So. I don't know. But I actually thought about doing that. Like, if we ever do like a big team event, I even thought about it for Summit. Like, we just all chip in and get a photographer, like, when
you have a party for everyone.
Yeah.
In your house.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Get everybody, all the crew in. But, that's something like big coaches do. They're all like, oh, I'm going to fly in my peeps. And they like give them photos. Like, that's your job. Like, it's insane. So one day we'll be there, guys. We're all gonna we're gonna get Natalie Natalie doesn't wear makeup, so we're gonna get Natalie like full.
Actually, I just bought tinted moisturizer.
Whoa.
From Beauty Counter.
I am
and I've been wearing mascara.
Well, I don't wear makeup anymore unless I have to, so I understand.
Yeah.
Good for you. It does. You probably have.
I need sunscreen. So
But like, I would hire somebody to do my makeup. Like, I'm not good at that shit. Like,
I would too.
When we all make it big, we'll just have like a makeup artist and a hairstylist like come every day.
Seriously.
Isn't it insane how like some of these coaches will go and like make like 5-6-star diamond in like 2 or 3 years? I'm like,
yeah.
What are you doing? Who are you bribing?
It's possible. It's possible. I know. And it's all like about their situation, but I feel like we need to start recruiting people that do hair and makeup so then they can just do it.
We'll go the cheaters route.
No, but wouldn't that be super convenient? Like, man, we got this girl, all we need is a photographer, a makeup artist, and we got the rest, and a hairstyle.
Awesome. I went to school for hair.
Yeah. Oh my God, I just realized that. I'm like, thinking about your email as I Hey, we got one down. That's awesome. My dog is like, calm down, Mom. You're just freaking me out. But anyways, this is it. So when you guys, so if you guys sign up a new coach, I want you to feel, this doesn't have to be perfect. Like, so I feel like we're good to go as soon as I close up some loose holes in this thing. What am I talking about? You know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the website. But we can start plugging people in and like even showing some of your coaches and just being like, hey, look at what we have. We have everything kind of here. It's still, up under construction. I can write that somewhere, like new things coming. But for the most part, I want you guys to feel good about recruiting. Like I always say, like, I still do this to myself. I catch myself saying, oh, I'll get to that, or I'll do that later, or I'll do that when I finish this. Like, no. Like if you keep waiting, you're just going to keep waiting forever. And I don't want you guys to feel like you have to wait on me, because there's other ways to sign up coaches right now where you can do it by yourself. But now, without further ado, we have somewhere to put them, especially with our busy lives. So on top of this, so I do want to tell you guys that I think it's important that we still run new coach groups once a month. So the one thing that I'm running a new coach group with Lindsay Gray. So one, she's pregnant and she asked, nobody would help her. And so I offered to help her. And she's basically taking all the launch phases, like the April one, if you guys are in there, and she's posting them every day. I don't know that I like that, but she's super interactive in there. She has people check in every night, and she goes live like once a week, and she answers a lot of questions. So I still think that for us as a team, for people that are recruiting and people that just want to step up and learn and to get comfortable training, I think we should definitely run an ongoing group and just like assign people maybe to go live once a week, instead of having like everybody try to get on a call. Like we have them all post their questions like in one place in a new coach training group. You know, we have them focus on the vital behaviors every day and like have them check in, because that's really the bread and butter of this business. And then one of us goes live once a week and just says like, hey, I'm going to go live in like 5 minutes or an hour. And you guys want to jump on with me and ask me questions real time, I'll be here for you, because I think it's important for them to, one, know all of us and have them feel that support. Maybe we do once a month call, but I don't think it's necessarily do weekly. So if you guys have feedback on that, I'm open to it. But the support is so imperative in the beginning, like just to have somewhere to go besides your own coach. Do you guys agree?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It can be one group ongoing and we just change it, like kind of like I've been doing now. I just feel like it's not beautiful in there. I mean, not that it needs to be perfect, but it's not like interactive.
Well, especially if we only have like one or maybe two people going through it at a time, that it gets like crickets in there.
Yes.
A lot. And especially even if they're going through it, they might not be the type of person that is comfortable with that. They might just, I had two of my coaches in there and they would just message me privately if they had questions.
Yes.
Totally. So if we have a new coach and we have this website and we want them to go through it, do they really need like a special group, or should like just our group be kind of like you just said, like being more present and more active? And like if we do a coach bet again or something similar to what we're doing, you know, motivate them to like get to the speed that we're at. And I don't know, I'm just wondering if it's like too much. Like I stopped doing that launch your business with Lindsay because it was too much. I'm like, I can only do one place, so I'm doing coach bet. Like, and prior to that, I was still like, I need to do one thing, and that I forget what it was, but.
Well, and I know, and that's the thing. Like she picks up runners, like people that are like running, and then the people you sink or swim with her, and I get it. You know, like I thought that she was nuts, so I do understand the method to her madness because it works, but. I agree with you guys because I'm different style. You know, I've tried the way where you post every day, but like it's real time. People are always working another job, or they're a stay-at-home mom and they're freaking busy. So I don't think it's wrong to do a check-in every day. And like, if they don't check in every day, whatever, but not like a post and then a post and then a check-in. Cause that's when it gets like.
And then you get so overwhelmed that you end up like dropping out by like day 5.
And we don't want that.
You can't keep up.
But like I was like thinking about like our coach bet, and we can keep doing the like money thing or whatever. But I feel like I was gonna ask. I need this every day. Like,
yeah.
I hope we keep doing it, but that's what the new people would need too. And we can tell them start with one vital, then add a second vital your second week, then add a third vital, then add as opposed to like something separate. Can they just like meld in with us?
Right. And that's kind of what like Lindsay's idea was like way back when, where she's like, we should run the group like 6 weeks. We run like a different, and we could still do it that way where she, we basically have a check-in every night, but her idea was to do like, say everybody picks a topic for the week and we focus on that topic for the week. And it's just like ongoing. So it's like navigating the back office is 1 week.
That helps all of us.
And then it rotates. So like when we're on week 6 and it restarts with week 1. And it's just so every 6 weeks, you know that you have a week that you're responsible for in the new coach training.
Yep.
And I mean, you get your script down and you can, post the same thing every day for your 6 weeks. You just have to stay on top of it. And then that would be your week to go live.
Right. Exactly. And it's like, we could, and I'm fine with that too, because I think it would be good. It would, or maybe we can, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not trying to take away from your idea, but maybe we do that. Like maybe we focus on the vitals and it's like a 4-week.
No, I think the vitals are the most important thing, because honestly, like this coach bet has helped me more with accountability than I'm with Natalie. I've done more in the past 10 days for my business than I have.
Exactly.
I've never sold a challenge pack the first 10 days of the month, and I've already sold 2, and I have like 3 others that are like, they're there. And it always happens at the end of the month for me, because I'm like, oh, I have a challenge group coming up. I should probably push and check with a couple people. But now it's like, I've never done this much before. And I see my business just like it's going, but the vitals are where it's at, and they're scary and nobody wants to do them. It's more fun to play around with graphics and take selfies of your shake, but that's not what's going to get you anywhere. And so it's been good, because I think it's pushed us all out of our comfort zone, and it's really made us like tell ourselves, okay, where are we really spending our time, and are we really like these vitals? There's something to them.
Yeah, so true. Because sometimes I feel like, oh, well, I was busy doing this, and that. And then it's like, at the end of the day, you're like, wow, I have nothing to post in the coach pad. Like, that's what's happened to me the last few days. It's just been kind of crazy. So then I'm like, so now I'm like back to, okay, I'm writing this down. I did this, and this. This way I'll at least know what I did. And then when I have the pictures, I screenshot. Then I'm like, okay, so I know better. The coach pad is definitely like gets you organized too. Well, me, so everything's everywhere.
Do you guys think it's the money? Or do you think it's like the
no?
So
the money.
I think it's honestly what I think it is I think it's the motivation of seeing other people do it too, because I have like every different coach. I've only had one coach be like, this is too much for me. And I'm like, I totally get it, because not a lot of people are used to inviting, or they're not at that place in their business, which is understandable. So I think it helps that like we're all doing it together. And I mean, you can yell at me because I'm not. I haven't been doing it as much as I should.
No.
What a dick. I created the group. But my point is, we need to show people how it's done. It's the same fucking thing as a challenge group. If we're posting and we're awesome challengers, then they're going to learn from us. So it's really about us stepping up as leaders and just showing people what we do with the business, just like we do in challenge groups. So if we could figure out a way where we don't call it the coach bet and we just call it like, this is how you run your business group or whatever.
This is our team. I mean, like I was trying to think like, what is the name? I mean, this is just our team working together. It's all of it. Like it's not even like a new thing. It's like push play it forward team. I don't know.
Like, but we can call it like, what did Lindsay
But it's a specific place where you show like that you did your vitals, because that's one thing for me.
Yeah.
Even though like I've seen it a million times for the past 2 years, it's like I didn't like it's focused more, I think, or something.
You guys are so
it's like that's like the heart of push play it forward. Like I could envision like we do this like post at night usually. And then in the morning, we could do our whatever the theme of that week is. And in the same group. That way, like, let's say I go on vacation for a week and I need to get back on it. Then whatever is being posted that week will still help us get back on the horse. Because just because you did it good for a month doesn't mean you're going to do it good the next month. We still need the same thing that new coaches need.
We do. It's literally, you guys, it's as simple as that. It's it took me a year and a half to realize that like the top coaches of the company do the vital behaviors. Like I heard it like 377 times, and then I was like, oh, are you okay?
Yeah, I just hit my foot on the coffee table.
Oh my God, no.
Do you know the vital behaviors plus the 3 other things, the posting, the follow-ups, and the new friends? I feel like without those, I can't do invites.
I know. It's true.
I can't do invites today because I didn't do very much over the weekend. It's like 3 days prior that you get those invites from those conversations.
It's crazy. And you know what? Maybe we can just call it launching your business. Like maybe we can just call it.
But it's not just launching because it's also maintaining, right?
Maintaining, yeah.
So it's like,
and the accountability too. Like with everybody else posting, you see it pushes you.
I wonder what we could call it. If you guys think of anything, let me know. Like I love coming up with this stuff. It's totally my jam, but I can't think of something right now. I mean, maybe it's just a coach push or a coach. I don't know. We do something with push.
Basic biz.
Oh my God, I can't post. Well, we're posting. What if we post it forward or something? I don't know. Okay, I'll think about it. I probably need a drink for that, but whatever.
It's a power hour.
It is. It's a power hour. But it's like I feel like that scares people. Like when I heard
power hour posting.
Yeah, like we could do that. I don't even have anything about power hour in here, but I know it's in your phases to success. So this is just making me think about a lot.
It does scare people because it's like, well, actually, no, I did it from the time I woke up to the time I went to bed.
Yeah.
But it took a total of an hour, maybe.
That's it. I think like with the power hour, I would get like frustrated because I felt like, well, I just spent 10 hours. It felt like, I mean, it was in like the beginning when I wasn't sure exactly how to do, in a shorter amount of time.
Right.
But I think power hour always scared me.
It did. And it scared me too because I was like, I don't have an hour to sit down and I even have a busy life then. And it's not, I mean, you can watch a bunch of different trainings on it. No, it doesn't have to be laid out like that, but I feel like we should call it something cooler. And we don't have to reinvent the wheel. It can be something simple, but it is an all day thing. I mean, you have a life. We want to encourage people that family always comes first. You have a support system behind you to get the business done and you have somewhere to go check in, but like family, jobs, whatever your priorities in your life, like we don't want Beachbody coaching to take it away from it. But if you want to go to the next level, like.
How about something related to the compound effect or from that book? Because, that's what we're doing. We're having the routine and doing it every single day so that eventually we start to see, outcomes. So, okay, we'll see. We'll think about it.
Okay, yeah, let's think about it. But I like that idea, you guys. Maybe we just do a theme every week and then we just do a check-in and we can use it, the coach at like the structure of it, how we have like the 1, 2, 3, 4 and then the 3 down below. You guys cool with that? We'll go from there. But I like it. That's awesome. And I'm really glad you guys are liking the coach vet. Then that's working. I have to give a shout out to Natalie because she I just am the idealist. And she was like, okay, Carly, like let's, and I know people she was good. She was better at being like, okay, we should call it this, so I'll use you guys for that stuff. Cause I do have a million ideas, but sometimes I have a hard time putting them out there. I can simplify things, but anyways, but you guys are rocking it. I love it. It literally made my heart so happy. And I'm sure it did for you guys too. Cause I was like, everybody's doing this stuff. You just don't know what people are doing. And maybe you're only doing half of it, but it pushes you to do that 1 or 2 extra steps,
Yeah, I'm inviting at least once a day and I never was before.
Yep.
It's awesome.
Sorry, Carly.
It's your business. You don't have to apologize to me. I get it. I've been there. I do. I totally get it. But
I don't know what it was. It's just
inviting scary.
It is.
But once you did it, it's fine now, right?
Yeah.
Amy, I'm so proud of you. Amy's on the phone with me Carly, this is just not my personality type. I'm like, dude, I get it.
It was the coach bet.
That bet, man. I'm telling you, it's going to change the game. Everyone's going to try.
Amanda and Lindsay know about it?
No, I haven't told anybody yet. I'm
scared.
I'm going to tell. I think we should tell people. I want to see how it goes. I don't want to. I already told you guys I wouldn't say anything until we get through a month. So I'm going to keep that promise and then
You guys should try it. Everybody sold like 10 challenge packs from it, and awesome.
I'm getting ignores now once I asked.
I know. That's good though. That means you're doing it right. That's awesome. But I don't think it's scary. I think we should share it with people, but I want to give some good, like, constructive feedback, because I already know the type of people that are going to want to do this, and they're going to have 500 questions for me, because I've worked so closely, like, business-wise with, like, Lindsay and Amanda, and Lindsay is not going to believe it works at all. Like, it took me 2 weeks to explain to her why Snapchat works. She was like, nope, doesn't work. And now she uses it every day.
You know what's weird though? Like, why this was so simple. I feel like it was. I don't know if it's because it's a smaller group and like people I know, but I just did it day one versus like posting into that launch your business group. That, like, I don't know. Maybe just because it was you or what.
Probably. And I mean, yeah, it's totally different. And you guys can take this and do it. That's the cool part. You know, you guys can do this with your little teams. You can do it with little pods. You can do it with whoever. You want to challenge somebody. You want to take 4 of you that are close and be like, dude, let's put $50 down this month. Like, do it. Push yourself to some other limit. Like, it's one of those things where I'm never going to give you guys something that's impossible to do to yourself and just make it into your own. I shouldn't even say it's me. That's just Beachbody. Like, everything's duplicable. But anyways, I'm glad it's working. So I know it's getting late and you guys all have lives. So I will let you guys go unless you have any questions or any other topics that we didn't talk about. Anyone have anything?
Question. Lindsay posted recently about she's offering a training with 3 other coaches. Here it is. It's called the 3-week Revive and Thrive Push Group.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know anything about that? Because it said you had to take Success Club last month and have a Success Club point this month, which I do, and so I was intrigued by it. But is this something, it says like the kickoff May 15th, is this something you've done before, Carly?
No, this is completely new, so it's kind of funny. And you may not have listened to my message. So Lindsay and Amanda are both doing this thing. I don't know where it came from.
No, I haven't listened to your message yet. I'm sorry.
Oh my God, no, it's okay. So this is for everybody on the team one. Lindsay got together with a bunch of other Star Diamond coaches, and she's running like a push, because I think what they're trying, both Lindsay and Amanda are in that point in their business where they're getting involved with other coaches and seeing what their teams are doing and trying to bring it to our team. So it's almost like you would be in a group with all of those leaders, from what I understand, who you probably have never heard of. I've never heard of most of them either. And they'll bring their teams, and then you'll be in this big push group with a bunch of like other coaches who, that's good because you can see what other people are doing. You can create friendships with other people. You can network with other people and see what they're doing. And you can learn from them, which is awesome. Now, the crazy part is Amanda's doing the same thing with 3 other coaches. It's called Builders Unite. And that's what I sent a message to the people who are going from Emerald to Diamond. And I just recently found out that it can be anybody. So Natalie, Sarah, whoever else, Amy on this call, she's doing the same thing. She took Tabitha, who you've probably heard her name. She's in Christina's downline. Who's the other one? Simpson. Why can I never freaking remember her name? Some other girl named Jill, and then another coach. They're all like Diamond coaches, just got together. They're bringing in all their leaders into one place so everyone can like network and give each other like a little tiny push. You introduce yourself, you set a goal for the month, and then like we're going to read a book together and whatever. So it's not, Amanda's isn't really like this crazy push. Like I feel like Lindsay, you would probably do well in Lindsay Gray's group, because like, well, you have a newborn right now, so that presents a challenge.
And that's kind of, I was like, is it going to be too much with the coach bet? And I have 2 groups I'm trying to set up. I'm wondering like.
It might be. I'm not going to lie, because I said no to it because I already have so much going on, and I said yes to Amanda's.
Okay.
And not that it was because I was like choosing Amanda over Lindsay, but it was just about like, I knew Lindsay's is going to be like hardcore push, and I'm
pretty
just
intense. Okay. That's That's kind of what I noticed. That's kind of what I was figuring, because they made a note that said like anybody that's not necessarily a new coach, but that is either still in the new coach group or just kind of graduated, it's probably not going to be
Yeah.
for you, which I don't think I'm there, but at the same point, I have a lot of other things that I just haven't gotten to that I kind of,
Yeah.
I was
And
just intrigued by it.
you know what's cool though too is like even if you guys let this one pass you by, like there's gonna be another one, and you're always like a guinea pig in the first one, which is good. Jackie's in that Builders Unite with me, so Jackie read the messages and she saw it right away. So it's me and Jackie in there, just from our team. Amanda just said to me, she's like, "Do you have anybody on the team that might want to come?" So I'm extending the invite to you guys all right now. If you want to come, we're like a couple days in. It's called Builders Unite, and we're basically just networking with a bunch of other coaches who are just whatever. If you feel like it's too much for you right now, don't worry about it. There's gonna be a million more of these.
Okay.
The coach bet is enough right now. I mean, honestly, it's like I almost said it in the group, like that's helping me more than anything. Just seeing you guys do it and motivating, whatever. Because I don't know, we're focusing on the right things. I'm excited to see what we learn here, but don't feel like you have to do it right now, guys. But if you want to, let me know.
Then put a reach on.
That's good.
Yeah, but that's a good question, because that's one thing that came up. There's always something new, it's like, shit, what are we doing now? Which is awesome, because it's like you're always getting challenged, and people are learning, and everyone's growing, and that's super exciting, actually. I mean, I would love to be in there right now. It's just I gotta find somewhere to live first.
That's important.
Yeah. So anything else, guys, that you can think of? There's an extra summit ticket that's flying around. This girl named Heather, who's just a discount coach, she never ended up coaching. She has a ticket she never used. So if anybody wants in last minute, our house it's pretty dope. We can break it down for you. We can get some challenge packs out there. We can make this happen money-wise, guys. Just trying to But anyways, that's all I have. Anybody else? No? Okay. Well, thank you guys so much for being on this late and long, and I hope you guys are excited. I'm going to share with you the website when it's done, and then hopefully I'm also going to find that video that Amanda made for the Google Sites, and I will share with you when my website is done. Like, that's my goal. I'm actually getting my hair done tomorrow, and I'm bringing my laptop with me, so I'm going to be able to be like doing stuff. I'm excited. So I hope you guys have a good day. Happy Friday Friday Eve. And I love you people. Keep up an awesome job in the coach bet, and let me know if you need anything, as always. Alrighty? Everybody have a good night.
Good.
Bye.
Okay,
Bye,
bye guys.
Bye.